Hey, it's me, your girl Cynthia Bailey, and I've been hanging out with your girl, the queen of reality TV, Kamisha Reviews.
Okay, first of all, I was muted the entire time. Thank you, Dina, for letting me know. Anyway, oh my God. What I actually said was I've had Jack Daniels. Y'all know how I get. If you've been here before, you already know. I said Ebby's under the weather and she's on Theraflu and other things that make you go, zzz. Dina says she may come through. She's got for work. I don't know. Chaz actually is on the way. Erica is always late. Coley from last season may be showing up. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So, what I was saying before, if you are new here, not new here, do me a favor, hit the like button and subscribe, please. That sounds a lot better. You can actually hear what I'm saying. But let's go ahead and get started. Yeah, I know I had a whole weekend of Detroit. Last weekend I was in Detroit. And I had a great time and I actually like the cast. I actually like the season. I feel like the season is different from any other season we've ever had. I want to go ahead and start with look. Let me go ahead and make sure I'm sharing my screen while I'm talking about this first. Okay. This episode had interruptions and awkwardness. Okay. This also had I almost kissed, but it was awkward. We also had a second interruption, same couple, and the unfortunate, and well, the he also got eliminated, but the unfortunate situation with Mr. Richie. Okay, so without further ado, we're going to get into this season. First, I want to do also want to say, of course, Richie is no longer with us. I do want to give. I did this last time. Just some silence for his brother. Okay. Okay. Um, Praying for his family. Um, this is probably the last time we see him on TV because he does get, So I can't imagine this to me would be very rough as far as family, friends, co-workers, and all the things. Okay. What picture you talking about? This is hold on, somebody just popped in. Let me see who is this. Oh, okay. Erica's in the building. What's going on, Erica? Miss Ma'am, you're muted. Erica. Erica, you're muted, baby. Erica. Oh my God. Okay, so we'll get back to the pictures. Okay, I'm assuming she'll be back. We'll get back to the pictures uh later. Okay. Wait a minute. Hey mama. Can you hear me? Can you talk? Can we hear you? Erica. Oh my Jesus. Yes, rest in peace. Richie, yes, rest in peace. I don't know what your bald head, what you mean. I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. I'll talk. I'm waiting for Chaz, and I'm not sure what's going on with Erica's situation. I can't hear. Yeah. So to get started, hold on. Let me let him know I am live now. So I do believe that Rage Love is trying to be different, giving people a second chance, second mixer. Now, before I obviously watched the show before I interviewed Ashante, but I think she's hilarious, baby. Like even her going to the chair and sitting down, and that's like she said, "Oh, this is hot," which we've all had. I've done it. I live in Texas. There have been times, even though I don't know why, I still continue to not be surprised. I sit in the chair and this shit is hot as hell. Okay, you got some shorts on, a skirt, whatever. Hold on. Is she back? Let me see. Erica? Erica?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Jesus. Woo, hold on, loud.
Okay, hold on, because I can't hear anything, so that's why I keep going
Oh
in and
my
out.
God.
So let me see. But I see you. So I guess I can see my face moving. So I guess I am being able
I
to
can
be
I can
heard.
I can hear you. Yeah, just can you hear me?
Okay. All right, give me one more second. Sorry, everyone.
Okay, the chat is chatting. Hold on. Okay. None but the devil. Nothing. Okay. So let me get to where I was at. Hold on. Ashanti, like I said, to me, hilarious, right? I thought she was very, very funny. Now, Cardi is the one with the hair. Is she back? Wait a minute, who is this? Oh, this is Chaz this time. What's up, King? Chaz?
What's going on,
Okay,
Queen?
okay. I was like, is everybody still messed up? So Ebby is sick. Dina was at work, so it's just gonna be three of us. But Erica's having her issues. So let me go back so I can tell you what I said. Hold on, let me first share the screen so that I think Erica can hear it, but I'll make sure that you can see what I have. So I said she dropped off. In this episode, it was people who was interrupting dates, an awkward kiss, interrupting dates, which is a lot going on in this episode to me. And let me stop sharing. And to me, where I started at was okay. So I interviewed Shantae. If you don't know, I interviewed Shantae. I think it was today. She's hilarious. I thought she was hilarious in person and watching her on the screen. Right. Even her going to the hot seat, and we live in Texas. We know it gets hot here. And she sat down. She was like, "Oh shit, it's hot." I thought that was just a moment that the cameraman caught where it's showing her being just a regular day. I enjoyed that. Right. Um, I feel for Carday. I like Carday. The one with the hair is pulled back into a ponytail. I felt like watching him in this episode, he was coming harder. He was coming like, look, I don't have time. It was a little awkward, but this time I'm coming through the 1-2 punch. So we are in the beginning stages of this. You just came in. Please give me your thoughts. First 15 minutes. Carday is not playing. Well, hold on. First of all, Erica, can you hear? Erica. Oh my goodness. Go ahead, Chaz. Your thoughts.
Oh, on the second chance mixer.
Well, we're with the first 10, 15 minutes in. We get the second chance mixture. The first people we're seeing is Carday, and to me, Carday's personality was popping. I felt like he was nervous. The first one, which I have no issue with that. To be honest, we're human. But the second one, he was like, "Look, I feel like this is my second chance." Literally, he was coming through with each woman he spoke with. So go
Yeah.
ahead.
Yeah, I noticed on the second mixer, you notice a lot of people were more comfortable. I think they knew what to expect. They probably knew what kind of day they were going to have, another 12-hour day refilming their mixer. But yeah, he definitely brought a lot more confidence and security in his conversations with the different ladies. I think he did a really good job this second time around.
Christina says that Chris smells good. She was like loving Chris. Not only that, Devin. The last episode, they was called pretty much. I said Devin was looked like he was an usher in a church. Like I don't know what was happening with the whole look, but Devin came through and was like, "Look, no, ma'am, no, sir, new outfit." He was ready. Christina was like, "Wait a minute, Devin came through looking different. I'm liking the look." So the ladies noticed. Hold on, let me see if she can come through this time. Let's see if Erica. I don't know why it's like she turned to mod. Erica. Yeah, nothing. So I'm not okay. I'm not a man, obviously. So when Devin came through with a different look, the ladies had a change of heart about him. What are your thoughts about that as a man? Because some men might say, are the women shallow? Because he came through with a look and they wasn't feeling him. But because he kind of did the, I don't know. I'm trying to find the words here. I'm like, I don't want to say like I don't know. Look, help me out, Chad, because I can't. You done it before.
I really can't help you out. So
no, you didn't.
I'm going to try. I'm going to try.
Oh my God. No,
I mean, he brought a different outfit that actually accentuated his personality better than the last outfit.
Mm-hmm.
He looked very if I saw him, I would be suspicious of like his intentions around me. But no, he was definitely more dapper this time around, and he seemed to be more secure. Still a bit delusional that you can lean over and like think you can kiss a lady.
Oh my God.
But I think I know why he did that. Yeah, we're gonna
we
get there. I think I know why he did that. But
I can't wait to hear. We'll get there.
the only thing I didn't like, Queen, was all of them were talking about why they were back at the mixer and how they want to stick around for the process. And I'm like, that became their, like, to me, that became their reason versus like you're here to find love.
So listen to you speak right now. Hold on, let me see if I can add this to my Instagram. But no, not yet. It's recording. Wait, why is it recording? Oh my God, it's recorded to being live. I literally want to end this and start over because it's not live.
Oh, well, then we got to end it and
Hold
start.
on, because it's saying live here, but it's saying.
Oh, it does say live. Yeah.
Okay. We should be. Hold on, let me make sure. Let me go to my YouTube channel because I want this to be live. But you really are insightful because you just literally said something that I didn't even think about. That's why I have you on here. Hold on. Is it live? Can you see on your go to my channel? Is it live?
Where are you? On YouTube or
Yeah, on YouTube. Is it live?
One second.
Oh, it says it's live. Hold on.
Yeah, you're live.
Okay, we're live. Never mind. Okay, so say what you just said again. What you just said again just now. What did you say?
Forgot. What did I say?
God damn it! Hold on. Come on.
I had a little, I had a little
Same.
yeah,
So,
I
yes.
had some Saint Sirach and some second Peter tequila and all that other stuff going on.
God. Okay, so I'm trying to remember you said something that's so insightful that I want to talk about. Oh my God.
Oh, how they were talking about how they ended up on the second mixer and they want to stick around.
Okay, so that for you watching this, being on the show. Thank you, Abby. Because you really are into love, people falling in love, that type of situation. How does it feel to you? How does it feel to you to hear this? Because to me, it sounds like that they were not. They were
Yeah.
just. Go ahead.
It gave me like they're there for the exposure of the show. It didn't really give me that they wanted to really genuinely find their connection there. And I think once you see pretty much who your cast is, who your selections are, you're pretty much wrapping things up in terms of like, there's no serious contenders here, but I want to make it to the end. Or there is someone here that I may want to explore and get to know a little bit better.
Hold on, real quick. Keep talking. Keep talking. My dog is barking. Keep talking.
Yeah, so I just wish they wouldn't have talked so much about, them being on the second chance mixer, and they don't want to go home, and they really want to finish the process. It That kind of became their focal to me versus finding love.
The reason why I wanted to get to that part, my dog is just tripping. The reason why I want to get to that part because to me it's like, honestly, it's sad if they are not looking for love and they're just there. Again, I'm gonna say this really quick: getting exposure, being on social media, TV shows, whatever. I'm not a hater on that. I think you should utilize if you're on TV, you should be using that as your platform or whatever to spring whatever's gonna come next. But the show is about love and people who are passionate. A lot of fans are frustrated that there's not a result of that. The breakup that happened, not one relationship has lasted. Not one. And I'm saying this, the ones who got married, engaged, all the things, nobody has lasted at all. So
Well,
come on, Chaz.
Camille and Cornelius, they've lasted.
I'm not trying to be how do you say, no, I can't be a blogger journalist and not be real when I'm in front of everybody. It's a no. That's done too. Sorry.
Well, I found love, and
Yes.
I love being in love, and I love my wife, and I love our life, and I
Mhm.
didn't think it would ever get this wonderful. So it wasn't on the show, but because of the show, I found her.
There you go. It doesn't even matter.
Yep.
So with that being said, listen to what what you're saying. I feel like because the fact you did find love, it did kind of look well. I don't want to say produced, but let's say this. Now, this is me off the topic. Met somebody recently who told me that they had an arranged marriage. I kind of researched arranged marriages a little bit, and arranged marriages, honestly, they have lasted a very, very long time.
They have a good success record.
And because the way they look at it, we get to know each other over the years. And I found that very interesting. You get to know each other over the years, but it's strategic because we're talking. I like this. I mean, this is financially, this is sexually, all intimacy, whatever. And the man and woman are talking and saying, I like this, and she said whatever, and they come together. I would take this out, I will sacrifice, it's compromise. Then they say, okay, cool, we got that out, the contract is done. Let's get married now. And it sounds like a business deal, sounds crazy, but those marriages last longer. This is off topic. We're just having a conversation.
That's
What do you think
statistically.
about that? I'm just being honest. They have lasted longer over the past whole 100 years.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think it, like, for some of those marriages, they're forced, right? So they're not always consensual.
Mhm.
But generally, I think those are two people that have decided they want a life together. They want a
Mhm.
life of marriage. They want a life of support and to give and to take. And they're willing to compromise on some of the things that a lot of other societies are like, that's a red flag for me. This is a hard stop. This is a no. And I think a lot of women are missing out. Like, some of the guys on this show, you know, they're different, but they're genuinely being authentically themselves. And if those little nuances, like, oh, he's proper or he speaks, you know, like too intelligently, bothers you, you're missing out on a wonderful catch. And that's for the ladies too, because I don't believe Ashante was the right woman to go home. Y'all sent a boss home, and we'll
So
get to that.
so yeah, we have a lot. We'll get to that. So me speaking to okay, well, I'm gonna say this. I saw so many people in real life. Ashanti's personality, and I said this on my interview. This is what I told her. I was very transparent. I said, I don't get why you don't have a whole husband. Because when I met her in real life, her personality was pop, 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 pop. She was in every corner, dancing, cool, whatever. And like, even when I had, because I was tired, even in the points we were tired, downtime, her personality didn't change. So when she said I'm being awkward, but I'm not like that, she's not lying. So you get what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
thing about I love meeting y'all in person because I can say, okay, this is some BS. She's being honest. So to me, I'm like, I don't get why she doesn't have a husband because who she is and her personality is everything. She's cool people. In fact, Detroit, this cast to me, the reason why I'm excited about it is I've been to many more premieres. I've met people, but they have a genuine happiness, upbeat pop personality, the men and the women. It does get you excited about the season. So go ahead, Chad. And the fans are really excited about this season. I've seen a lot of positive comments so far, and we've only had what 2 episodes.
Yeah, I really like this cast so far. Going back to Ashanti, I need to check out the interview you did with her. So thanks for reminding me. But what she presented was just a very professional, um, relational woman. Like I looked at her and I'm like, yeah, she should definitely be married. She should be some man's wife. Like she is the embodiment of what so many men
I
look
told her
for.
that.
And I think the problem was she probably didn't wear the right outfit. But you got to start looking past the looks because all of us are in the phase of life where looks are fleeting. Like we're losing what makes us the shit right now. But they fumbled her. They shouldn't have let her go. And if
What?
you got her number, hit her up.
Well, they didn't let. Okay, was this episode? She wasn't let go. She was a up for elimination. We won't get. I mean, we
Whoa,
just.
whoa. So I'm talking about Diamond. I'm sorry. My bad. My
I'm
bad.
about to say, like, hold on,
Yeah.
wait. Okay, hold on. First of all, wait a minute. Let me send you the interview because I'm not. I'm trying to figure out what is happening. So, and I hate that he gets spoiled away, but it's okay if you watched it. As I mean, most
Sorry about that.
no, most people that watch us have already seen it anyway. So I mean, it's not like a be surprised or whatever. This show is spoiler. If you hadn't watched, it's crazy. But let me find the interview because I want to send it to you so you can watch it because I was like, I'm kind of confused by your statements a little bit. I was like, wait, what is he talking about?
All right. So now that you switch it to, if you can align my statements to Diamond,
Okay, so I
that's what
just
I'm talking about.
hold on, look at your phone.
Okay.
See her picture. I just sent you the interview. She's the one that was in the beginning who sat down in the hot chair and was like, "Oh, this shit hot." She's cool as hell. You want to make sure you have the right person.
Oh, damn. She looks completely different on your interview.
That's well, yeah, but hold on. I'm gonna see her picture that's on network, so you'll see who she is. That's who I interviewed, and I think you had the wrong person. So look at your
I
phone.
had the wrong person. Yeah.
Okay, so this entire time, Chaz have been speaking on I think Diamond,
Yes.
and oh my god. So I will say honestly, Diamond did not have any connections, and I felt pretty bad about her. I felt like watching her on the show, there wasn't any connection at all. So Abby says sometimes I'm not sure. Well, let me highlight her comment for some reason, which is weird. Um, Sometimes you and on camera, the professional atmosphere of a viewing party might not be the real person you get once camera lights are off. I agree because I've met these cast members on camera. I'm sorry, behind the camera, and then seen them on camera, and they've been different. So that is, that's an accident. That is a excellent point. Abby and I 100% agree with that. Like I said before, we don't know. We meet people in person, but on camera it might be different. Or the editing makes them different, right? And Chaz brought some good points up. So let me go back to my notes. So Christina made a point about Chris smells good. It's not the first time or the only time we're going to hear this. We talk about Devin not being in the Usher outfit. So Richie said to Dominique, you need to work on smiling more. And I'm going to, at this moment, champion for Dominique. I'm the kind of person that will champion or read, man or woman, doesn't matter who it is. If you're coming for the second chance mixer, I'm going to remind you again, second chance mixer, I'm sorry. Telling a woman you should smile more doesn't help your cause. I don't care who you are or what you look like. And then when she said, sir, if I could tell you what you do for yourself, I would hurt your feelings. I was like, oh shit. I actually was agreeing with Don with that. I was, because I did in recipes, Richie. We know he's no longer here, but we talking about the show and the episode he aired. That made no sense. Chaz, come through. Come through.
Hey,
Come
she
on.
was correct in that clapback. I think looking at, and rest in peace to Richie, but just looking at him in these last two episodes, I really feel like he was just that those were not the type of women he typically pulls. And that is why he struggled. Like the exaggerations. I have 1,000 female friends. I've been with 1,000 women. How can I be feminine?
We're gonna get there.
Yeah, so I just think he was mismatched with these ladies. Those weren't his type of women.
Okay. And this is a good point. Sometimes that happens as well. Let's go ahead and let me see. I want to talk about, I think it was, who was that sitting? Cardi and Dom was doing well together. Cardi was killing it with a few different women. So Xavier mentioned that he was busy. He said, busy with what? Busy with life. Emily is like, red flag. Now, let's stay on this for a bit. We all are busy. But how are you too busy? But you come on a dating reality TV show, but you're busy. No explanation. Busy with life. Bro, we all can say that. What the hell? I'm so lost. Chaz, help us sister out.
I think it was a play on words. I think,
It was
your
horrible play on words in a dating situation.
Yeah. It was a play on words. Like I think he may have a hard time articulating why he's still single.
Okay.
So he was just trying to summarize it really quickly. And she took it and she ran with it because they didn't show him saying that to any of the other ladies. Just to I forget her name. She doesn't leave it smoking. She leaves it choking. Like it's just
oh my God.
so I got ADHD. I'm trying to concentrate, listen to her. I'm like, what?
Stop. But the but the point that I'm trying to make, it was very confusing to me. So I'm asking. Okay, let's start over. I'm asking you only because you are a very logical man, and you normally, and I understand this is not exactly normally a situation. You have a response to maybe, why, or what. That's why I'm asking you.
I don't this instance.
Wow, it's kind of scary. You're never quiet. No shade. But
I don't want to misjudge any of the the cast yet because last season I got Sahara completely wrong. By the end of it, I was like team Sahara all the way. So I thought about it today and I'm like, let me just give them more time to kind of show more.
Okay. I get what you're saying with that. I know I do. You said give them time. So what What do you need for them to show you?
I just need to see more. We've seen two mixers, right? Let me start seeing some individual dates. Let me see some like group meetings and stuff like that. Like they're not really, they're still introducing us to like the characters.
Okay. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're going to see more in the next couple of episodes from what they're showing. It's about to get popping.
Well, I guess what I'm trying to say is like, what are you looking for?
Out of this season,
No, I'm saying it because what you've seen so far, and again, you're having some positive things about it. What are you looking to see?
I would love to see some real connections that actually last beyond decision day. Um, I hope that we can see more authenticity. I don't like some of the mean girl type vibes that some of the people are starting to show.
Mm.
Um, I just really want to see less foolishness and like more real love connections or real connections that could possibly lead to love if they're really highlighted.
Okay, hold on, because I want to see if it's gonna hit the Instagram. Oh, so I'm hoping because they usually be on Instagram. So okay, hold on. I'm gonna Instagram and see. Is it? Yep. So we now IG as well. Okay, so let's get back to where I was. Okay. The whole thing was smiling and Dom. We spoke about that. Cardi and Dom was looking pretty good. Xavier saying it's a bit life, which is kind of odd. Emily's like, no. Richie and 1,000 girlfriends. So let's get into that. So now,
Mhm.
guys having girls as friends. I'm not saying that that's really a bad thing, but Richie has to respond with, I have 1,000. The thing about Richie that I didn't understand is that, look, even if you're lying, let's say you actually have 1,000 friends who are girls. Most men wouldn't share that information.
Ricky,
Richie did
Richie,
that with the Playboy tattoo. So, and I'm not judging him because he's no longer with us, but we're talking about the show and the episode and things he said. So I'm just saying, asking as far as you are a male point of view, right? Male point of view. What are your thoughts? Because it's on the internet, they're going crazy. Come on.
they're going crazy
Yeah.
about. Well, I just feel like he
A
was he
thousand, a
has
thousand. He's here 1,000.
okay. I just feel like he was like immature for this group of
Mm.
like the other casts. He just didn't really fit in. His conversations was childish with the ladies. The Playboy tattoo. That answer was weak. It fell on its face quick. Like she knew he was lying. So he just wasn't in his right element. These were not the type of women he typically pulls. This is not even his crowd. I just think that that's why he showed up so badly.
I just think Richie was not for this crowd. 100%, 100% agree with you that it wasn't his scene.
Mm-mm.
Now I know that he's no longer with us, and it's unfortunate he's not able to speak up because I think that if Richie was alive and here, he'd be on this loud right now talking. Because
Yeah.
this is the last episode, and that's why I struggle with this commentary and with him because I know he's no longer with us in real life. He's no longer, he can come back because most of the time a cast member can come back, give rebuttal, do a live, whatever. He cannot. It's frustrating for me as a blogger and how I'm a passionate one. It's hard for me to discuss this and talk about what he was in the scene, knowing he cannot respond to it. It's a little bit of a struggle for me. But of course, you know me, I'm still gonna do my thing. I'm still gonna do whatever. But it is very hard for me.
The problem that I have is I didn't see any acknowledgement of his passing. And what this show consistently
Mm.
shows, and I'm going to speak specifically for my season so no one says that I'm like slander. They prioritize giving us alcohol over food. They wanted us to act out of character, and we did. They didn't care about us.
Mm.
Now, here you have someone on this current season that passed away, and there's not even a sentence like in memory of, like, again, showing you just don't care. It's very much on par from the experience.
It does bother me as well that we haven't seen any rest in peace, because
Nothing.
the white syndicate shows, movies, documentaries, I don't care if the person died a day ago. At the very end, it would say something. Then such and such passed away on this day, blah blah. It would be something. And that also bothers me that bloggers and fans have mentioned it, but we haven't heard anything from the network. And this man, last day, which was today, the episode that aired today, because he got eliminated. So that was his last time being on TV.
Yeah.
That should have been an announcement. If nothing else, this episode dedicated to Rich. I'm so lost on that, Chaz. I don't understand it.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. Like I'm so Chaz, like there was discussion behind the scenes about me in the network and whatever. I stopped talking about it on live because it's pointless for one. But you hit your head on a rock, you get tired of doing it. But and people are scared to say things because network and blockage or whatever. I've been blackballed so long. A man or a woman's passing who has been on network should be handled differently.
Yes.
And I don't understand why this being a black network, how they treat the black bloggers. I've been doing this for so long. I used to air the commercials, their, all different things on my Instagram. I stopped doing it. Free advertisement. I found out that networks pay for advertisement so people can come to their shows. I was doing the chats for free. And all
Mm.
I got is a blackballed and commission. Don't do this, don't do that. Email here, whatever. It takes you a while to learn some of these businesses, these practices to find out where the BS lies. And to me, the ball was dropped. And it's sad. That's all I'm gonna say. It's just sad.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got off track, but this is something that, he brought up and I wanted to get into. It's whatever. Let me get back to where I was at. Hold on, yeah. Get my notes here. Chaz, we getting deep. It's how we are. It's all good.
Yeah, it's all good.
Um, so with the whole Bridget saying about the whole 1,000 friends, Christina says that even Christina said David came better. Emily says that Carday stood out. Christina says that Richie is soft. So I want to talk about this. I was kind of surprised that Own put this out there because in our community, and I mean black community, I've got to be honest, saying that a man is soft or weak is it's a big deal. So when she said, I was just like, ugh, my pearls invisible, clutching them. When she was like, he's a bit soft, feminine, not man enough. You're not man enough for me. Like Tony Braxton says. And I'm happy that King is here to respond to this. Give me your thoughts, please, because you already know. So give me your thoughts.
I don't like that ladies throw those terms
Mm,
out so easily. And I think because it's used so easily and often, it's not effective or believed.
okay.
Um, I think these are just different guys. It's a different part of the country. I can tell you when I lived in Chicago, I found the women to be very assertive.
Mhm.
You didn't really have to wonder if they like was feeling you or nothing like that. So I'm just watching from the standpoint of I expect the women to be aggressive, and these are just different guys from different parts of different careers, different
Mhm.
parts of life, and some of them are like very book smart. Some of them are socially awkward. Some of them are on point. Like some of them, like they pull in all the time. But I wouldn't use that term. I don't support that term just yet.
Hold on, let me drink. I hear what you're saying. I understand it. But women have to carry both roles. A woman and a man. Be soft and be strong for a very long time. So it's not as easy to let go, as you stated, when you carry so much.
Okay.
So when you go back to, I would go back to, I always said Patty Duke, because Patty Duke represents the 50s. Even though, of course, obviously, the Patty Duke and whatever, they were all white. It was more about my hair is flipped, hair sprayed. I have a cute dress, high heels, and this is the white version of the wives. Vacuum the floor, and the man goes to work. Now, with hold on, who is this? Oh, I'm just sick. Oh, Coley. Coley's here.
Coley.
Hold on. Now my girl is here. So when you speak of a black woman,
What's up, Coley?
hey
Hi.
Coley, my girl is here. We speak
Look
of,
at where I am.
where are you?
I'm in
Airport?
your airport in Dallas.
Nice.
I love Coley, by the way, y'all. We speak of a black woman at that time period. Her situation is different because she's doing everything as far as iron cooking. You might as well say Florida Evans. It's not a shade, but Florida Evans. So hers is not a happy, oh, da da da. I'm done 12. She's doing everything. So to me, it's like we just have always had it different as women, whether it was in 55, white or black. And I'm just being honest that it's always been that way. And so in 2025, the expectation of carrying everything and still being like, oh, it's not the same before, it's okay, is not cool with me. And I don't believe in no longer, I'm a housewife, I'm at home. When I say that, let me phrase it before it might come at me crazy. What I'm saying is, don't sit here and tell me you're home or you're a housewife, your husband. Okay, so to me, the men today want you to do everything, work and be the housewife.
Well, some men, not
Not all, not
yeah.
all, but there are a lot of men who feel that you should be able to have the water burn at home, clean the kitchen up, cook the pot roast, take the kids to
Help,
summer camp,
help
whatever.
him.
I'm just
Help
come
him
on,
with his
Coley.
business. Run his social media. I'm
Come
like,
on,
dang,
Coley.
what the heck?
Come on,
I got
Coley.
my own goals and dreams. I gotta focus
Come on,
on
Coley.
yours too.
Look, come on. So so Coley, me and Chad been having a lot of conversation. I'm happy here. So this, did you watch the episode? Let's start with that before I even ask you a question. Did you
I
watch the
did watch
episode?
the episode.
Okay, so I want to hear your opinion without even, well, because me and Chad begin deep into the episode. What is your opinion of this episode?
Why did you go down them like that?
Right.
Oh wow, that's deep as
Right.
hell.
That's my
Okay,
opinion. Like I don't even care
dig,
about anything else.
dig into that. Why do you say that?
Because that guy, she wanted to talk to him, to have a chance to talk to him. They showed her
Mm,
talking to him. And then she didn't even get to talk to him like she wanted to, but she still
mm,
made an impression and he was still
Mm.
interested in her. So she shouldn't
okay.
have been eliminated.
I agree.
Oh, Chad, come on, expound a little more about that, Chad.
No,
Why
I
did
said this. I said the same thing. Like
you
I was confused. Thought I was, I was talking about Ashante, but I meant Diamond. She, she definitely was there for the right reason. She gave. She's looking for love. She's highly successful. She's a professional. I think she was misread by the fellas, and I think they fumbled. Like, she's definitely a boss.
Yeah, I agree
Diamond
with
was a
that.
boss too. Diamond was a boss. I think I don't know what it was with the guys, and I didn't understand why it took so long for them to realize they didn't like her. Now, am I wrong? I felt something was going on, and I'm not on a show, so I don't know. But I kept feeling like y'all didn't like her for a long time. Why did it take so long for y'all to realize y'all wasn't feeling her? What
Right.
am I missing?
But who is feeling the other girl?
No, I meant Diamond.
No,
All the
I'm talking about
guys.
the other girl. All the guys are okay.
No, I'm trying to figure out. Chad, you get what I'm saying? What am I missing where I didn't see a connection with Diamond with really in my notes? I don't see a connection with Diamond. Why did they play her and drag her? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And knowing they didn't like her.
I don't know why they did that. Like, and if she had better conversations and connections forming, they should have showed that. They didn't show any of that. They just really made it seem like she was just tossed away.
But you
Oh
know
my.
she did.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, day two, that's 24 hours of filming right there, 12-hour days. So yeah, she for sure had better connections and conversations that just didn't air.
The thing about like about Philadelphia is that
Philip,
no, I'm telling you, I honestly this Red to Love, even though it's flashy and all the things, it's very genuine, which is why what you guys are saying is very surprising to me. So, Coley, your thoughts watching the first or second episode?
Um, I don't know. Like I'm just watching it, and I just wish that she wasn't gone. I was like the
Mhm.
only thing that really stood out to me besides that. Oh, and the dude trying to kiss the girl.
that was
Wow,
wild.
wow, wow.
Those are
He thought that vote was worth a kiss.
Well, okay, so let's get to Devin. Devin, I don't understand Devin. I am 49. I get it. I'm not young, so I saw the connection with him and Dom, and I was loving because all the guys were saying that Dom was coming in more softer, and I get guys saying more softer, less. I get it. I loved it, but he was being aggressive. You're assuming on the first time we have organic connection, there should be a kiss. Why? I didn't agree with him at all. I agree with her. I was like, this is weird, bro. And I just didn't understand him leaning in as if, oh, okay, we are about to have a kiss. I'm like, excuse me, sir, we just realized that we have a connect. I just, Chaz, help me. Because
I
I
can,
didn't
I can tell you what happened. I can tell you what happened.
please tell me.
If you look at the sequence of the episode, he literally leaned in to kiss Dominique because he knew the men had the power to send one of the ladies home.
Okay.
And he thought she was going to fall for that for a vote, and she didn't fall for it. And even if you fast forward towards the end when the guys are meeting with Tommy individually, you can see Dominique grab Devin's hand or arm. She grabbed his arm or touched his arm like, I know you got me. I know you, I know my vote is, my position is safe here because you're going to vote for me.
Okay, so what are you guys' thoughts about this? Is the awkward right here, the picture you see. I snapped it. Awkward kiss. Almost. He, of course, came wrong. She was like, the thing, Dominique to me was a G. She was like laughing. You thought you were gonna get a kiss? No, sir. I have had dates. No, we're not gonna have it. No, no, no. I was like, Dominique, yes, girl. Thoughts? Come on. I have to hear. What are your thoughts, Chad? What you thought about that?
I
Oh,
thought it
hold
was
on.
wild. I
Erica,
just thought it was delusion.
Erica, are you here? Because you came in. Are you here, Erica? Can you hear us?
Yes, I'm here. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay.
Finally.
Okay, so awkward kiss. Thoughts. I know. Awkward kiss. Thoughts. Awkward kiss. Almost. I'm
I
sorry.
really liked this scene a lot because the way she was kind of all up in his face, I thought he was right to
Mhm.
go in for the kiss, right? Because I was like,
Really?
ooh, it's about to kiss. And I get where she was like, okay, no, everybody else, this is like this, this is like the reject mixer or whatever. So she's probably like, look, let me make sure
That's a
I'll be here.
reject. Oh my god.
I'm gonna be here another week. So I'm not gonna tone you down in front of everybody, but it was definitely
Oh
a
my
vibe.
god.
And I really liked the way he kind of just was like, he just was in the moment. So this to me was one of those scenes that really seemed authentic. Because when she shot him down, he didn't take it personal. He didn't get stank. He was real cool and
Dang.
smooth with it. Like, I know I'm gonna get it later, so we good, So I
Wait a minute,
really liked
what?
the way they both handled it. I thought it was very smooth, and no one was really like, she didn't seem to be stank because he tried, and he didn't seem to be hurt or rejected because she didn't go for it. So I thought it was a good scene, actually.
Okay, so guys, if you ever seen Ashanti's interview I did with her, please, I did pin it to the chat. Erica, while you are here, I think Devin actually asked Ashanti, how did he look? Now, I'm gonna speak myself first before everyone speaks, because I want to hear everybody's opinion. No man has ever asked me, like, like I'm saying, like, baby, am I fine, whatever. The dudes in my life, my fiance, he can put an outfit on, look a certain way, look at me a certain way, walk whatever. I'm gonna tell him, baby, you fine. You look good. I've never had, well, he asked me. I've never had that. So we are on this topic because that scene to me was weird. I'm sorry, Devin, if you ever watched this. When I see Devin saying to Ashanti, and Ashanti like, Ashanti should be right to be confused because, baby, if it's me, I'm like, okay, first thing I would say, baby, this question is not a normal question to ask a woman, but I don't know. She said, I don't know. My response would be, I don't know. So, Erica, you haven't been here. Your response, please tell me.
Well, I agree that sort of like when he went in for the kiss, right? So when
We
you
gonna
know
go
there's
there
a
yet,
vibe,
but go ahead.
there's a vibe. And
Mhm.
I think he was just trying to throw something out there because he could tell she was like not really feeling him. And I think he was trying to just kind of crack the ice with her. And
Wait,
she
hold on,
basically,
wait. Hold on, before you say that, I feel like the Dom, you might get mad at me, but Jack Daniels is here, and I'm sorry. I feel like that. I'm just saying. I I feel like that Dom wanted to be on the show. Dom wants to be in the next episode, next whatever. She was like, "Oh yeah, I like Devin. You didn't like Devin." Okay, Erica, go ahead.
okay. So I think that when he was talking to Ashanti, he was just kind of throwing something out there because he already knew she wasn't right. So to me, he's something where, how should I put it? If you had common courtesy, you would just be like, yeah, you look good in a fake way. You know what I mean? She wouldn't
He
even
was
give
just
him
trying to
that.
put some feelers out.
Exactly, because he could already tell she was kind of stank. And so the feelers didn't work. She still wouldn't even like give him the courtesy, oh yeah, you're cute, or you're not my type, or whatever. She just was looking like, no, I don't like you. And I agree in that it's not something that someone who's really confident would say. I'll give her that. But I think he was just trying to kind of break the ice because she was clearly not interested. And I think he knew that. And instead of her kind of just taking the moment, and she did a little bit because she did kind of follow it up with, things other than looks or whatever. But the way she played it, it was like, okay, just move on to the next.
Look, a lot. To me, I feel like a lot was going on as far as this whole entire scene. So we know this. So we are trying to break it down. I ooh, Shout out to Mod Afro Mama who used to do this all the time. She is an OG. She's in the chat. Okay, just saying, what's up, Mama Do? Hello, hello. Erica, your logic is there. Chaz, your logic is there. It's like, I don't know. Okay. Let me see. I'm trying to put this together. So,
I,
Richie, hold on. Well, before
go
you
ahead. Go
do
ahead. Go ahead.
that, with the first elimination, Richie ends up going. Go ahead, Chad. Your thoughts. Go ahead.
I think it made sense. Like telling, was it Dominique or who did he tell to smile more? Was it, what was her name? Diamond?
I think that was Dominique. And then he also said
Dominique.
the thing about 1,000 women. He said he got 1,000 friends that are girls and he been with
Yeah.
1,000 women.
Yeah, he didn't belong there. You know, I think they made the right decision to send him home.
Richie?
Yeah, Richie.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
once they tell you you're not masculine to your face, then you know, Houston, we have a problem. And you know, that was
So to
kinda
me,
like,
any man being told that he's not masculine enough would have a problem with that. And I'll say to myself, oh my God, every man, I don't care who it is, go have take issue with him saying, with the women saying he ain't strong enough, he ain't man enough. He was like, he was in his feelings. So I knew it was a rap. Chaz, am I wrong?
No, you're right. You're right.
It was a lot going on.
Coley's right too. Like that's a hard hit right there. And then it's on national TV. Wow.
Yeah, it was a lot going on.
okay, but I still do not understand. I still find it like, I don't want to say creepy or whatever, but I have an issue. Maybe I missed it because I watched on Philo or streaming or whatever. But I'm like, y'all just not gonna say nothing. He's all up in our screen and he's no longer with us. You just not gonna say nothing. No text at the bottom.
Chad. I'm sorry. Girl, me and Chad had a whole 15-minute conversation because
It's sad.
I did a silent even this second episode of doing this live, and like, this is crazy to me that nobody, and I still feel this way, nobody has said anything about his brother, and I'm like, I don't get it, because to me, this man was on your show, is no longer here. That's him.
And they're making money off of his appearance
look,
on the show.
Well, I didn't want to say all that, but y'all have not said not one word. I've done 2 recaps, and before y'all came on, all of y'all, I did a silence because to me, I'm from Louisiana, and so is Chaz. It's a big deal. It's a big deal.
Yeah, I honestly found it disturbing. Like I had to keep Googling, like, are we sure he's passed? Because why are they just acting like he's gonna be at the reunion?
Wait,
like
hold on,
this is so,
Erica.
and maybe he is at the reunion, but I'm like, this is so.
People told me when they Googled it, they found my video. I was like, wait. So you telling me that when you Googled it, you found my video in the article? Because somebody came under my article and said, "Oh, I found the article. He's passed." Then a cast member from this season typed and said, "Yes, unfortunately, he's gone." So someone was like, "Oh, I found it through your video," and I'm saying to myself, "Wait a minute, it came with just my video. It can't be." Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, you with my video, and that's it. I'm not saying I'm not happy with that, but you understand? A mixture. It should be more than my video.
There was a few things on there, but I had to really, really look because it, you know, and I was just like, OWN is so, because I was like, I know they're not gonna do another episode and do us like this. And he was all throughout the episode. So I was like, at least edit it or to me, because now if I was a cast member.
This is last episode because
I know, but I'm just saying, if I was a cast member, like if I was Dominique or somebody like that who had said some negative things about him, I would feel bad now knowing that he's no longer with us. So to me, I'm looking at the producers crazy. I'm looking at the show crazy because I'm like, you all need to do something because even as we are recapping, like I'm like, okay, it's one thing
And
to
they
say
watch
something
us.
about somebody.
The crazy thing is,
Right.
I know for a fact because you guys, Chad, be honest, my panel, myself included, have said things and we've seen changes. And I thought by now they would have had a rest in peace or something at the very end. Don't wait to the end of the season. This brother been gone since March. Oh yeah, I know. He been gone since spring. We are in what year is this? The fall, going to winter. It'll be a year next March. This man been passed away. There should have been more than me because I respect. I'm a Louisiana girl. This Devon's it's just you have to respect it.
And they could
And
have done something really nice because they make us send them all these pictures and videos about us. Like that would have been really nice for his family.
And they ask for updates even before the season airs. They'll call us to see if there's any updates in our lives that they would want to mention on the show.
well, my whole thing is that I'm gonna say it again. It should be more, but I can't control any of that. But my channel respected him in the beginning to say, not say nothing. Ebby says, Ma says hi. Ebby says, I'm good and damn well they're not going to wait to the reunion to acknowledge his passing. She said, thank you, Shaz. It's very distasteful that they have not acknowledged that the man passing away because it really is sad that his name, Coley, even mentioned it, is not, it should be acknowledged. I'm not understanding. It's very weird. And they've done a lot of things, but this man, his last episode literally was tonight. Tonight was his last episode. He died after this. I don't know. But again, we spoke about it here in my last episode. So for as a blogger, as a journalist, I feel good about it that I did acknowledge and talk about him.
You did. You were, I think, one of the first, if not the first.
Because I wanted to make sure that his spirit saw that I did speak about him and his passing. Because I covered the show. There's no way I could continue doing this without doing that. So
Yeah.
anyway, to continue on, let's see. A lot. Hold on, let me get back to my notes. Emily doesn't like the fact that hold on, Dom is busy with life. It's Xavier.
Xavier.
Yeah, Richie. Hold on, Richie. They had 1,000 friends who are girls. Christina said that Devin. Hold on, wait. Let me see this. Emily, like Cardi was a big number one for a lot of girls there for the second chance. A lot of girls said Richie was soft. That's what I
It
think
was
of
probably
that.
because he didn't have those braids, right? Didn't his hair was just pulled back? Yeah, that probably helped. Yeah.
Devin as Ashanti, how does he look? Which was to me, I've never had it
That
where
was so insecure. Yeah, that
to
was
me,
wild.
so I think that Devin was doing really good with the women. I want to get to this really quick. Let's talk about it real fast. Devin was doing good. The woman was saying, "Oh my God, Devin's coming through. Second look, da da da. No more usher board look." Then he asked Ashante, "Oh, are you like me? Are you attracted to me?" A lot of the video they be doing. Do you want me? Do you like me? It's like what? What? It was very weird. So I want to ask a man who's here, Chad, my brother, who will tell me the real. You're like Chaz.
I
Like,
thought it was weak as
no,
hell.
no,
Like,
hold on, Chaz. You're liking a woman, attractor, whatever. She asks you, "Oh, how do I look? Do you like how I look? Tell me your feelings and thoughts."
well, one, I would tell her that first. Number one.
Mm-hmm.
Two, I have never in my life, in my adult life, asked a woman if they like me.
I'm just saying.
Like, you got to lead with your confidence, your masculinity. Like, if anything should have been flagged as feminine energy, that was very weak to me. You're at the mixer. You were selected to be on the show. You're sitting next to the woman you claim to have a connection with or could have a connection with, and you're asking her if she likes you.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, this is some BS. Like, they just want to stay on the show.
Mm. I have to admit, I do agree with you. And they just said, because to me, it's very odd to even be like, why even ask that? So hold on. It's like a teacher. In my opinion, that question to me is crazy. So
What do you think, Erica?
is she Erica?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Thoughts?
Yeah, I agree. I think it's crazy. I think it was definitely giving feminine energy, as Chaz mentioned. Yeah, I think he was just trying to kind of throw some feelers out there, but I think you could tell she wasn't interested, I don't think, before he asked the question. So she definitely wasn't interested after the question was asked. It was kind of like no and really no. So, I think part of it is,
Erica, what do you mean by feminine energy? What do you mean by that?
okay, so one, I feel like, it showed a lack of confidence. But I think that he could tell she wasn't into him before he asked her that. And so that's why, for some reason, I think he thought that would be an icebreaker, because that's the kind of question where you're almost forcing the person to say something nice about you, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it's like you wear something, you'd be like, "Oh, do I look fat?" Only a jerk would say, "Yes, you look fat." So once you put someone in that position, you are hoping that they will say something nice. And she still didn't, right? Because she still was like, no, basically. So I think he kind of knew she wasn't that into him, and he was trying to sort of pull something out of her. And I think that's the only thing I would say about this particular episode, or the way they did things in this episode, where it's like everybody on this episode knows they were at the bottom. So I felt like there was a little bit of bottom feeding going on. Like there were a couple of times where people are like, "Okay, I just got to get my numbers up." You know what I mean?
Right.
As opposed to really making a connection. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I felt so bad when they sent Diamond home, because the one person that was halfway giving her some play, every 3 seconds somebody else was like, "Well, let me take him. Let me jump in your conversation." And I was like,
hold on. Let's be honest. Do you think, and be honest, please, do you think that Diamond had a chance? Please be honest.
I think she had a chance with
No.
I am being honest. Let me say, I think she had a chance with Eric, or whoever she was talking to, because they were vibing, and that's why she was like, "No, you can't take him," because they were actually finally having a conversation. Because nobody else, everybody was like, "That's the homegirl. I'm not attracted." She had to damn near make that other guy Xavier write her number down. But this is finally somebody who was giving her the time of day. And then 2 other women going to jump in the middle of her conversation. I felt so bad for her, because I was like, here she is. She been scraping to get a connection. She finally, I forgot what they were talking about. I don't know if it was plays. I forgot what exactly they were talking about. But I was like, oh my gosh, I think he might actually like her. And also,
he did.
he didn't have no other connections either. So I was like, okay, here we go. Here
Oh
we
my
go.
God.
It's about to be on, because I was like, he was so busy trying to figure out who was gonna vote for him. Wasn't nobody else interested in him either. So finally I was like, okay, this might be a match. And before she could really get her vibe on, the other girl was like, well, let me just take him away. And then Dominique was like, well, I'm just gonna rearrange your entire conversation and start talking about TNA. And I'm like, oh, poor Diamond. They just shot her down. She was ambushed by her own fellow women.
Give me and Diamond our own show. Give us like a bachelorette.
But
Yeah.
y'all saying our names. Who's really doing a thing? Like for real? Who's really doing it?
What's the question?
No, I'm saying who's really being that girl? Who's really doing it? Because
I think Coley was that girl on her season. I think Diamond could have been that girl if they would have given her a shot. Like, I just think it's too soon to really tell, but like, she really gave a strong impression, at least for me.
I think a lot of people don't like strong impressions, though.
True.
I think people don't like people.
Coley being real.
Their
Coley
shit
being
together.
real.
People who actually really truly got their shit together, they don't want that. They want the mess.
Coley telling the real shit.
Cause that's how it is. Like, they show me drunk, they show me this and that, but they don't show like my real conversations and how like I have my shit together. I'm a homeowner, like my job. I'm not just a flight attendant, like I'm more than that, but they make sure they don't show none of that.
Exactly.
They just try to make me little. And like, I think with her, like she's an attorney, that's a big deal. Like